Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful family on a Saturday evening for myself here.
Yes,
Lorenzo Corrado in the
yes.
building here. Hope you guys are doing well. It's an absolute pleasure as always. Great to have you. We're going to talk about the cryptocurrency market. Once again, the Bitcoin price. The weekend pump, we talked about this yesterday. It seems that we're getting there, okay? Looking forward to host you as well on this new beautiful channel, Limitless Crypto. Make sure you smash up that like button to support us from the beginning. And I'm very proud of you, especially due to the fact that you guys are here since the beginning, supporting the Limitless fam. Super proud, super excited. Looking forward to grow this channel with a lot of love, a lot of passion for trading, a lot of passion for crypto, the place where I started out as a trader 6 years ago, okay? So with that in mind here, let's see what we have in the building. Let's do a little introduction here for the fam that's watching currently on a Saturday. Congrats, congrats. Good job, good job. Light has, my man. Great to see you. Kevin Dantes, as always, my brother supporting. Cosmos, Jamie. Jamie, welcome back, man. Good to see you, my friend. Great, great, great seeing you, my man. Amazing. Ricardo, good to see you too. There we go, Loban. Loban, Jika, or Jaika. Jika, good to see you too. Sav, FX, Phil. Oh yeah. All right. Let's sure turn it up. Turn it up. As always, as always. Okay. Amazing. Mariana, great to see you too. Let's get the party started. What do you guys think here? African Spear. Let's get it going. Okay, guys. To continue our journey from yesterday, okay, we talked that there is a potential chance of some sort of weekend, a little bit of a weekend pump here. Again, the United States is waking up. Therefore, we're seeing the market coming up a little bit right now. Okay, the number one thing that we're always looking at is the daily chart of Bitcoin. I think it's always important to start looking at how the daily candle opens. And if you flip bullish or bearish, you might see a continuation. So in this case, we came down first and we flipped bullish right here. Okay, we are still in one big, massive overall range. Nothing to worry about, nothing crazy to happen here. Like we said before, we expect a little bit more of a pump later on in a couple of days here. I think we're going to stay consolidating here, at least for now, until we have a little bit more clarity. Okay, for that particular reason, we have to adjust the way we manage our risk, we manage our positions, and how we exactly enter and execute based upon the current metrics I'm going to show you right now. Okay. Gonna be cool, gonna be awesome. As always, thank you for the support here. And yeah, absolutely amazed to see some new wins coming along here. Absolutely fantastic. Great stuff here. I see Marton as well. Solana, we talked about Solana here. I shared this as well. Okay, great stuff. Cowboy killing it as always. I love the fact that every single day we're seeing new wins coming in from the community. Also from people that are just starting out in crypto. Okay, so that's absolutely amazing. If you're interested in joining our fantastic community here, we have a VIP section, but also a free section right now. So join our Discord, get in, and become part of our beautiful family. Full of wins, full of love, full of positive energy. Okay. Now, I shared a couple things today in the crypto VIP chat, okay, regards to what I currently was seeing. So, during the day, the volume was relatively, relatively low. Okay, I'm in, Asia, I live in Indonesia and Bali. So for me personally, it's always a little bit later already when, the market is kind of waking up. So I kind of already see a really good foundation. And then usually what tends to happen is that if there's not enough volume during the day, then usually around this time right now, the volume starts to kick in. And then I already have done my analysis right here. So quickly what I shared here was the heat map for today in combination with the rejection of the tether dominance. Just a potential scenario, the confirmation could be the breakdown of the tether dominance below the 5.68%. Same counts for Solana as discussed in yesterday's stream. So what we looked at was the following. We're looking at the liquidation heat map as always here, okay? Just to clarify this one more time, this was what I shared this morning for myself or this afternoon. And you saw that we came down, but there was much more liquidity sitting around the 42.5 and the 42.7K, these yellow lines, like we said here. This is where the liquidity was built, okay? At the same time, we also saw that at the particular moment, we saw that the Tether dominance, okay, was still in resistance. I shared this in the chat right here. I said we are still in resistance right now, okay? We're not looking to break above yet. If we do, of course, that would invalidate our bias. But because we're still below that resistance of 5.78% here, I do think that if we break down, then most likely we will see at least some sort of bounce for Bitcoin happening here, okay? So based upon that, let's go back to the VIP chat here, and we shared a Bitcoin chart right here, as you can see, and also a Solana chart, what was actually the chart from yesterday, which I expected to play out as well here. So again, this was Bitcoin on the 15-minute. This is Bitcoin right now on the 15-minute, okay? So beautiful, we came down, we created that formation, and we broke out so far. It seems that we're going for that liquidity, okay? Solana had to come down first here. Solana right now came down a little bit, okay? It's not like nothing spectacular yet here. We bumped like 3% or something like that up. We're still up around 2% from that particular entry right here. Again, we're still waiting for that final squeeze, that final push, that final breakout here for Solana. However, Bitcoin is right now definitely doing a little bit better. So that's kind of interesting to see here. Let's refresh the liquidation heat map as well to see what we're currently doing here, because this was the heat map before I was looking at the markets right here on the 24-hour. Let's go to the 24-hour here. Okay, there we go. This was before the 42, between the 40.5 and the 43. You see clearly that the most liquidity was built here. And again, this is now where we are heading towards, okay? Again, a lot of liquidity, couple $100 million right now between roughly the 42.5 and the $43,000, okay? We are currently sitting at 42.23. So I do think that there is still a likely scenario that we're gonna try to push up one more time, at least towards this high, which you can find right here after we started to consolidate. We expanded down to liquidate, so we manipulated the lows and we expanded further to the upside here. So far, things are looking quite good here. Okay, based upon the weekly, or sorry, the daily time frame, you see the same thing as well here for Bitcoin. Right now at this particular moment, we held support here, we came down, we eventually flipped this candle bullish, and we're trying to push up right now. Tether dominance is still holding at support right now, local support here, but again, we came up one more time, we tried to break through, we couldn't break through, and we started to turn around again. Therefore, right now, it looks kind of on the weaker side here, which is a good sign for the cryptocurrency market when you see, Tether getting rejected with such an expansion and a massive gap right here. Also, if you look here and we zoom in a little bit, you see that that gap right there is, in my opinion, something that I think should be filled anytime soon. But who knows, okay? It's always a probability game. We're playing with probabilities here. There are no certainties in the market. However, we have found our ways to analyze the markets, to at least position ourselves the best possible way whenever possible. In this case, we had a clear bias in a bigger area of consolidation, okay? Just to clarify one more time, this is just a typical way of trading Bitcoin whenever you are in a range, okay? Whenever you are compressing like that, and where you're creating some sort of symmetrical triangle, whatever it is right here, just a massive area of consolidation between, let's say, the 40.5 and between the 44.5, okay? It's like a 10% window up and down, but again, we have been consolidating in that trend here the whole month, okay? I expect this to, go at least until the early days of January, in a couple days, before we're going to see finally a significant breakout happening here. The question then will be, are we going to come down or are we going to come up here? I think that at some point we have to push down a little bit further for it to kind of reload, due to the fact that the funding rates are still significantly higher than it should be right now. And again, a lot of big guys and big investors that I know that are invested right now, or that are in long positions from like the 30s, these guys are now thinking about taking their profits as well, which kind of makes sense if you look at that gain they already made so far. So it should be more than healthy, but you never know. A lot of guys are also talking about a push up towards the $48,000 to then reverse. Could be the case. Who knows? We're just here to anticipate on what we see, not on what we think is gonna happen right now, especially when you're looking at a bigger scale, okay? On the smaller scale, like we said here, this was a clear bias. The Tether dominance was in resistance. Bitcoin was finding some support here, and the liquidation heat map showed us that there were a bunch of liquidity built up above here, which is usually where price is getting drawn to, okay? So that's cool. Looking forward to see how that goes here. Now, there are a couple of charts that I would like to show you today, which I think could happen. So a couple of trades that you can take potentially here for the next coming days, potentially this weekend. Starting with, of course, Solana. We talked about Solana here. Okay, we are now, just to reflect on yesterday, what we discussed here previously. We were up a little bit too much for us to look for entries. We came towards this range, we expanded heavily, and we have finally pulled back towards that level. We bounced significantly from that level here at $97.5 for Solana. What we then did after that was we created a higher high. So we created a lower low, we created a higher high, and now we're kind of trending down in a very, very slow pace, okay? What does it mean? Well, I think that we're preparing for potentially a breakout scenario back towards the $110. That's what I'm currently aiming for, okay? So I'm aiming for a move of $110 right now. Hopefully we stay above this range here, so we can just start breaking out. But the majority or the major, let's say, indicator could be, of course, the Tether dominance here breaking down. Very important. It's important that we potentially right now, based upon this candle structure, getting rejected here at around the 5.71%. And if you do get rejected here, then most likely Solana will break out to the upside. And then it gets very, very nice, very interesting, okay? Another one we talked about here was Bonk. Bonk, like you said before, I was waiting for like a weekend pump for Bonk. We did created a pump initially from our initial, move when we said we wanted to see price coming down to that daily range. Okay, if you go to the daily time frame, you see clearly that this was, a key level of support here. After that expansion, we dropped around 65% to the downside, and now we are kind of holding above here. But if you zoom in a little bit, okay, you can already see that this is what you want. You want to come back to the low. You want to create a higher high. On the 4-hour, we broke structure already to the upside right here, as you guys can see. And now we're kind of pulling back. So you want to see that final squeeze to the upside here. You can also take this to the lower time frame if you are, want to wait for an extra confirmation, of course. Okay. So what happened here? The 15-minute did that. Okay. The 15-minute just broke the highs here. Why is it important? Well, this is the high that created this low. And now you have a higher high on the lower time frame. So now you have like a market shift also on the lower time frame after the higher time frame already gave you that confirmation. So you go from the higher time frame to the lower time frame, and then we're ready for a pullback somewhat to this range here. And if then the Tether dominance indeed gets rejected, like we said as well here, fantastic. Then Bonk could be another layer for us to move further to the upside as well. Okay, which could be a significant move, to be honest. If you take this back towards the highs here, could be around 20% to this local high right here at around 168. Something in that matter I was looking at if you just continue the process to the upside right here. Bitcoin has still a little bit more room to grow as well at this particular matter. At least that's what it looks like. Okay, that's Bonk. Now we have Bonk, we have Solana. Now we have Store. Okay. The reason why I like this one so much is the following. Let me look up quickly some more information right here. But this is a very, very nice setup that I have not discussed yesterday. Okay, we're going to still talk about the other setups in a second here. But storage right here. Okay, why do I like this one so much? I do like and see the potential of storage. So because of the fact that if you just simply look at this range, okay, look at this beautiful range. This is what I like. I like that consolidation here and that expansion, and then that pullback into the low that created that expansion right here. Very, very nice. Very, very clean. Now let's also get in some information. We bounced from the value area low of that range right here. Okay, so you have the point of control, the value area high, the value area low. These are all confluential zones when it comes down to volume. Okay. Now we tapped into that zone here, and what happened after that zone? Fantastically, we now created also a nice bullish reaction on the 15-minute here. So again, the same thing. We tapped into the zone on multiple times here until we decided to break above. Now we're coming down, but we're not coming down in a very aggressive pace. We're coming down in a pace where it says that, hey, I'm building more liquidity to the upside. I want to pull back towards this low, and hopefully, you know, if the sentiment of the market is in our favor, yeah, then you're gonna potentially see and look for a nice breakout here. This could turn into a really, really solid trade. Storage A, right here, we have multiple dot points already. This was that break of structure that you want to see to the upside after a nice pullback in towards this range. Another layer, another confluence you could call here is the following. Okay, the 79% right here as well. Aligning perfectly. Okay, so I really like this setup. If we break above here, two scenarios, two executions for trades are in my opinion possible. Number one is this one. Okay, storage A, entry 70.5, 70.0, sorry, no, 75.3, stop loss 6836. And take profit, of course, a little bit higher, coming back towards this range here. At least want to target, you know, this high to start with, which could turn into a nice, you know, 3-to-1 on your money. Could be higher, could be lower, who knows? Keep in mind, you're still in a consolidating market here. So, you know, if you come up and you come down, and you know, you constantly come up and down here, then you just don't want to be too greedy. Wait for the market to be a little bit more trending. Gives us a better direction here. For now, I do think that this is at least a trade that you can take, which could turn into a nice setup based upon what we're currently seeing here. So again, my entry will be somewhat around the 70.5 cents, and then the 68 cents will be the actual stop loss here. Okay. Keep in mind, in Discord we're posting also these daily updates. Really simple. Really simple. This is literally what I share, what I think personally will happen in regards to the Bitcoin price, and based upon Bitcoin, you will kind of get an understanding, of course, of what the rest of the market will do. Okay, based upon, of course, the Bitcoin price right here. Now, when taking that back here fantastically, this is all looking good. The tether dominance right now is the magic pill. All right, this is truly where we're gonna know and find out if our trades are gonna be accurate and if it's worth it to scale into our positions or scale into more trades rather than just, for example, Solana and Bitcoin right here. Okay, so Store will help us with that decision making. Bonk could potentially give us the same indication right here as well here. So again, see how easy it is to just look at the liquidity. This heat map right here, you go to the liquidation heat map, you type it in on Google, and you will find this one right here for CoinGlass. It's the easiest chart. You look at it and you simply look, okay, where are the where are the yellow lines? That's it. Where are the yellow lines? Okay. Oh, there are more yellow lines up than down. We just took out a lot of long side liquidity. We just came down today. So we liquidated a lot of people that went long aggressively. We start to slow down a little bit, and there are a bunch of yellow lines above. Interesting. Okay, Bitcoin chart. Let's see what we have here. Look at that. Yes, indeed, we're building a little bit of that liquidity to the upside as well. We're compressing. Okay, at the same time, we have a nice gap here that is left. That usually gets filled, right? These imbalances get filled to just reset, you know, the market in that manner right here. So based upon all these metrics right here, you can think, okay, interesting. Tether dominance is still in resistance, okay? So as long as we don't break that resistance right here and we're looking relatively weak, then of course, this is more interesting to come down. Therefore, if we come down and we come back towards the 5.6%, then Bitcoin is most likely gonna go up to take out that liquidity right here. All right. Super nice, super interesting here. Really like it overall. Lorenzo, do you use the heat map in Bitget as well? I use it sometimes here. I've noticed that there is not really a big difference between the Binance or the Bitget or the Bybit heat map, just because price usually, you know, follows here, and the arbitrage is just not that big. There is not a big difference between all of those right there. Therefore, I think it's working as it should. Okay. Looking usually at the CoinGlass liquidation heat map right here. For the rest, okay, Storage A looking like an amazing setup, really, guys, really like it. Solana, hopefully we break through here. and break this high. If you break this high, stop loss and break even, okay? If you want to put your stop loss and break even already, it's up to you. It's your risk, it's your management, it's your trading decision. But again, if you break this high, then you could consider, price to continue its momentum further to the upside right here. And that could definitely increase the chance of your trade, going with the right momentum to your direction, therefore. But again, it all depends on the way you manage your trades. And again, manage your trades accordingly, okay? Very important. Now, we have talked about Bonk, Storage, and Solana. We also had a couple of setups that we talked about yesterday that we now need to look at here. Mana, again, is pushing up a little bit here. But we are still waiting for price to push up here. I was not interested really in looking for, particular long setups for now. At least I was more looking at this range. But again, the way we have been building that liquidity right now, just based upon how I see it, it is getting interesting. Okay, Mohammed, my man, thank you for the sub. Great to have you here. Welcome to our new fresh made channel. Okay. Great to have you here, my friend. We're trading, we're looking at the right setups, and we're constantly, every single day, looking at to see how it went the day after. So we can also constantly reflect based upon our trades right here. And I hope that's the best way to learn and to make some money. That would be nice. All right. Now, in this case right here, of course, this is the major high we need to break, the 51.87 cents. You could, per definition, say if the momentum is there and if the Tether Dominance now gets rejected at the 5.71%, that Mana could result into an expansion breakout to the upside here. Based upon the breaker, you're going to see where your last low is. And then you're going to go at least to the 52.88. And that's then where I'm going to already consider to flip and to look for shorts again. To be honest, okay, roughly around the 53 cents for Mana, like we discussed yesterday. So nothing spectacular. I am going to set an alert right now. That's the only thing that has changed for this particular pair, is that we might be able to take a little bit of a trade to the upside to then look for a trade further down. Okay, so again, I put my my alert right here for you guys at 5.1, and I leave it in the watch list right here. Okay, Solana we discussed. Injective, okay. What did Injective do? Unfortunately, Injective did not came to our entry. Okay, we came close to our entry, but we did not came to our entry right here. Our entry was at 33.56. And our price came down to the 34, okay? So unfortunately, we had this beautiful range. We had this last, let's say, expansion that we created, or that last consolidation before that expansion towards the highs here. Now you see clearly that we are already kind of holding back. We're still below the trend. We were not breaking out here, but again, our entry was at 33.568. We did not get there, okay? We were close. Otherwise, we would have been now in a nice 6% profit. So that's going to happen sometimes, okay? Sometimes we're not going to get filled into our positions. This is all normal. You never have to FOMO in. Let the market come to you. Usually it will result into much better risk to reward, number one. And just calmness, man. As a trader, you want to be calm. You want to be cool. You want to be collected. You don't want to rush into trades right now. I know you feel that you don't want to miss out. But the problem with it is that if you then enter on a market with a worse risk to reward and price then goes against you, you get into a messy situation, okay? So whatever happens, happens. And again, we were close. Our bias was nice, was correct. That's all that matters. Take that information, take that analysis to your next setup, and you will get filled right here. So again, I keep it open for now. We could still come down one more time. So far, nothing has changed for the rest. We did not get filled on the Injective right here. Now, Mina is the next one we were looking at. Okay, Mina, same scenario right here. I'm telling you already, really clean setup, really clean setup. The way it's setting up here right now, it is just looking like we have to fill up that gap first, come down a little bit more, to then just accumulate and come back up here. The way it's coming up, especially with Mina, after that daily breakout here that we have seen, okay, daily closure above, next candle opens, boom, comes down, flips bullish. Perfect entry, by the way, stop loss below. Continuation, okay? Now kind of pulling back a little bit. We are starting to slow down, but if you zoom here in on the, let's say the 2 hour, then you can already see that this was just a significant higher high, higher low, okay? People front run, did not get filled. This one, higher high, higher low. Beautiful entry, significant trade setup. This one right here is super clean, super straightforward, perfect 3-to-1 on your money. That's what you want, okay? Now we're seeing the same thing happening here. So now there are early people that are going long here, okay? And now liquidity gets built up on both ends. There is a massive gap here, okay? So what you want to do is you want to first liquidate the longs, the people that are in that gap, and so on and so on, the stop losses that are built below on the lower time frame. Then you want to look for an entry right here, and then potentially put your stop loss right below this last low, okay? And then you want to target the at least, you want to at least target these highs. But I was thinking more about these highs right now based upon that breakout. This could turn into a nice 4-to-1 on your money if the market is with you, of course. The sentiment of the market is with you when price comes to your entry. So like I always preach every single day, is when price comes to your entry and you are not at the 15 minute, but you are at the 1 hour or 2 hour chart, I highly recommend you to always look at the couple of metrics here: the Tether dominance, the Bitcoin chart, and the Bitcoin dominance, okay? And if you want to have more information, I have a free course also in the crypto VIP section, which you can join for free as well. You need to be an affiliate of us right here. In order to become an affiliate of us, you sign up with Bitget. That's the exchange we use for our signals that you get for free as well. We have been killing it with the signals, 150 signals over the last month, or 2 months, sorry, with a 65% win rate and a 350% portfolio growth. Okay, so what you need to do is you go and click on the link in the description, you sign up, you click on get VIP access, and then you fill in your information right here, okay? It's a very nice exchange. They're one of the fastest growing exchanges out there right now. There's no thought about it. Again, very important also is that they have their proof of reserves. And what I noticed was on Bitget, they don't have these crazy wicks. Sometimes on Bybit, they liquidate a lot of people with these wicks, which sometimes is a bit annoying. At least that's my personal experience in the past here. Okay. With that said here, now let's continue. Storj, super nice trade setup. Mina overall could still come into play. So I'm going to keep this all in our list, guys. Okay. Injective, Mina, Mana, Solana. I'm going to keep it all in the list right here. Next up is Matic. Matic, yeah, that's what we wanted to see with Matic. We wanted to see Matic coming down a little bit further here. Okay. We have this overall bigger range right here. This was the first level that we wanted to go to, which is the 93 cents right here. If we came up first, we would have probably looked for a trade setup towards the downside. That means you come up and you start to come down again, okay? But at this particular moment, we started just to trend down. I think we can still keep trending down. Matic is not looking that strong. We're creating lower lows and lower highs. There is no really, there is not, in my opinion, really a clear momentum here for Matic besides just momentum further to the downside here. But the Tether dominance is in resistance. So I'm also not really interested right now in looking for shorts at this particular moment in the market, okay? However, if Matic comes down a little bit more towards the 93 cents, then I think this is something very, very nice and something very interesting to look at, right? Okay? George says, why don't I have permission to watch the VIP analysis on Discord? I don't know, are you in a crypto VIP? That's the question right here, my friend. Omar, hope you're doing well, my friend. Great to see your Forex mentorship. We're coming with a whole new educational section in our on my main channel for Forex as well. So be prepared for that too. Okay. Yo, bro, BitDC dominance means what? The Bitcoin dominance means the following. Okay. Simply go to CoinMarketCap and you know exactly what it means. Okay. Look at the total market cap. $1.65 trillion. Look at the Bitcoin market cap, $827 billion. Okay, that is roughly around, and I need to see right here, 50% of the market, okay, of the overall market cap. So therefore, Bitcoin has a 50% dominance in comparison to the rest of the market. That's how you calculate the dominance, okay? There is a chart that's called the Bitcoin dominance chart, and it shows you if the Bitcoin dominance goes up, how much money Bitcoin is attracting in comparison to the overall market. And this is an important chart to look at when you want to take trades in altcoins as well, because especially when you're looking for long setups, you want to see the Bitcoin dominance coming down, especially when you're trading altcoins. Then you know that a lot of money is flowing into altcoins in the first place, okay? So that gives you a little bit more momentum. At this particular moment, we are facing that strong resistance right now, right here, still below here. So again, if you get rejected here, okay, and the tether dominance is coming down further and is breaking down like it's doing right now, then Bitcoin is gonna, or altcoins are gonna rally, okay, are gonna push up and are gonna be in our favor right here. All right, that's exactly what we are doing in the first place, looking at all these metrics first before we're looking at all the setups that we're currently looking at right now. Okay, that was my introduction as always, every single day. Of course, today is going to be the last stream of the week. Tomorrow is New Year's, so we're going to not be streaming for around 2 days. We're going to be back on the 2nd of January. For now, let's at least continue with some charts from you guys, okay? And let's see what we have here, all right? Last one was Smooth Love Potion. You know, Axie Infinity's in-game currency right here. We still waited for a push up here. We never got there in the first place right now, okay? So, overall, yeah, Injective, man, looking strong, fortunately. But that's also part of the game here. Let's do a couple of setups from you guys right now, all right? Let's see what we have here. Bitcoin overall is trying to push up, okay? Let's go to the Bitget chart here. Bitcoin price, boom, breakout. Looking strong for Bitcoin, all right? Looking strong, like I said. 43K is what we're looking for, okay? Starting with like the 42.8. And once again, look at that massive amount of liquidity above here all the way to the 43.5. But because the reason why I'm saying 43 is because of the following levels, okay? This high right here. This high created a massive expansion. You're gonna face some resistance around that high. So again, this is by default already a decent target to look at in the first place, okay? Especially on the 50-minute, especially in the weekends as well. All right, let's see what we have here. Andrea says, brilliant, that will be amazing. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you so much for your support and the fact that you're here on the streams. Great to have you here. I hope you're enjoying the new streams right here. Toxic says ICP. Kevin says Beam AVEX. Bitcoin Cash. Lorenzo, big fan. Thank you, man. Bitcoin Cash. Yes, sir. Lorenzo, bro, do you look at the CME futures? Yes, I do. Yes. Okay. ICP. Let's start with ICP. Let's do some analysis here and hopefully we can get some nice setups here in our list so I can review them and we can take them along the way here. That would be fantastic. Let's see what we have here. All right, massive expansion. Bullish, right? Tether dominance, not looking that strong. That's a good sign here. Tether dominance is starting to slow down a little bit right now. We still want to, of course, you know, see that breakthrough moment happening for the Tether dominance. That will be fantastic for the rest of the altcoins to truly expand there. But ICP is doing great, based on what I currently see right now. Major resistance is at, or was at 10.567. Major, I need to put on the logarithmic, there we go. The major support was at 8.757. That was this high right here. We were kind of in that range. We were consolidating in that range and now we're kind of seeing a breakout. What's important for this one, okay? And this is key, is look at the daily time frame. We have tried to break out multiple times before. This was 1, this was 2, 3, 4, 5 times before, okay? This is now the 6th time that we're trying to break out here. What are we looking for in order to move forward with ICP? What's now an important move? Because you're definitely too late on the lower time frame, okay? Price expanded around a 15%. You don't want to FOMO in right now long. That's not how we how the game works, okay? What we're looking for right here is, let me see if you can see it right now in the chat. Somebody knows? I know you guys know. I know you guys know. And if you're new, make sure you hit that hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well, and then you know exactly when we are live. We are usually live at the same time every single day. Of course, we have New Year now, but the 2nd of January onwards, same time every single day, which is this time right here, 11 or 10 a.m. EST. Okay, every single day. That's the goal here. at least 5 or 6 days a week. That would be the ideal. Give me 1 day of rest, okay? That would be perfect. All right, what we're looking for is the following. We're waiting for that closure, okay? That daily closure is absolutely key. Why? Because every single time when you break above here, sellers start coming into play. And maybe at the first time you don't really see it, but you want to have that confirmation. The best confirmation for you will be if you're going to wait for a daily closure. And if you close the daily candle above here, then you simply just wait for the next daily candle to just come down first, create like a bottom wick, and then flip bullish. And then you put your long position there, you put your stop loss under the wick, and you target the next leg up. That's the idea here, okay? If you then zoom out again, there is a massive gap right here, right now, between this particular high and this particular high. So you have, some serious levels to look at, okay? This is also one of them. Definitely a big range to look at right here. That could be a nice take profit. I mean, we're talking about a 16% move here. Again, a nice 3-to-1 if you're a trader. That's the way to do it if you look, for example, for daily closures and you take your trades on that here. So can you day trade on the daily? You can day trade on the daily. You just need to be patient and wait for that closure, give you an extra confirmation. Otherwise, if you don't, okay, the next thing that you could do if price comes down and it doesn't close above is to wait for price to pull back into this zone, which is going to be at around $9.9. Then you can go to the lower time frame. Then you wait for a pullback right here. Internal market structure, internal high, breakout, continuation to the upside. Okay. Looking very bullish right now because you already broke out and you're already up 50%. I recommend to wait for the daily candle to close first, okay? No need to rush it and to get into a FOMO position right here. And to then see price coming down all the way, all right? So that could be good. Could be interesting though. Could be interesting. So I'm gonna add them to the list, especially if you close above here. Then tomorrow could be a nice speed trade if you flip bullish. Let's see what we have. Solana, we just talked about Solana. Okay, Solana, we just talked about a couple minutes ago. So we'll go a little bit back into the chart here. Gavin says Beam and AVAX. Let's start with AVAX. Let's do that. Okay. Key level of resistance on the daily. Key level of support. There we go. We bounced right from that support to the right in this level here. You can see this candle right here in the middle. That's that the body of that candle provides us with support. You could see clearly every single time we touch, we bounce. So this particular moment, we're right now again right here. So I could see this flip bullish right now in the short term. So yeah, overall, this could be interesting. You just don't have that confirmation yet. So the 15-minute time frame on AVAX, we want to see at least a break above this high. All right. Then the 39.882 break. We then wait for a pullback. That is a nice confirmation. Then you have that shift on the lower time frame. You have already the breakout right here. Then you wait for the pullback and then you look for that continuation to the upside. Super important. Right now on the daily, it looks like this candle could flip bullish. So that could be the ideal case. You come up, you flip bullish, and you just come further, and you go back to you continue to back up here. But most importantly, and this is important. This high that created this low needs to be broken first. Why? Because this is still a stronger high, right? This high broke this low. It broke this low super aggressively. So now you're pulling back. So of course you're gonna find some resistance there. Even here could be also some resistance as well. So be careful with longing from here. You want to see a little bit of a pullback. Then the best case scenario would obviously be to go to the lower time frame and to look for a little bit of an entry around, and I need to see the 50%, which is right here. I can already see it right now. Perfect, by the way. Is 39.2. Stop loss below 50% risk because of this gap. So 50% of your risk, 50% of what you usually would risk. Okay, not 50% of your account. All right, just saying. You never know. Wait for that break first. Higher high, higher low, entry. Looking for that confirmation, leading and building that new trend line here, that new formation to the upside right there. Looking for a continuation. I think that this is a nice particular setup we could potentially look at right here. 39.324 and 38.954. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Bitcoin is going. All right. Shout out to Bitcoin. Thank you very much. It's absolutely fantastic here. Bitcoin is doing its thing. That's what we want to see here. Okay. Coming down, pushing price up, liquidity taken out below, now pushing back up here aggressively. Let's quickly look at where Solana is at real quick. Is Solana following up here? Yes, sir. Solana is following up fantastically. Okay, beautiful. That break at 105.071 is where you push stop loss on break even, or where you take profit. There, that's your TP1 point. Okay, TP1 stop loss on break even at 105.0171, unless you have different plans yourself. Okay, yeah, super nice, super clean. Tether dominance breaking down. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button. Press a W in chat here for the Tether dominance coming down here. We want to see the Tether dominance coming down. Fantastic. That's how we roll. That's what we needed here. Now, definitely, you're going to see altcoins pushing further up. That's a nice confirmation here. Fantastic. Bonk. Doing the same thing. Okay. Absolutely incredible. Now, AVAX creating a higher high. Still waiting for a higher low, though. Very important. Wait for the higher low for AVAX. Okay. Yeah. Just because of this range and that massive sell-off we saw beforehand. Nice manipulation though. You know, manipulation, your consolidation, manipulation, and then boom, reversal and then bounce here. So yeah, looking good. We're gonna add this one. Next up. I'm scrolling through it right now here. Beam. Yeah, Beam is, wow, it's crazy, man. 600%. Support was at 15,575. And to 21, you could say. You want to see price coming down a little bit more. This is super simple, this range. Yeah, we're building, the way you're building it's good, so confirmation, boom, entry. Very straightforward, very straightforward. Jeroen says XRP is exploding at the moment. Okay, let's see what XRP is doing. Yeah, okay. This is a nice swipe. This is a nice higher high. This is a nice higher low. Internally, this is a nice higher high. And this was a nice lower low. This was a nice swipe. This is a nice range. So this range is where the magic happens. And that is the point of control. The area where the most volume is traded. 62.34. Gap is filled. Okay. 62.34. So yes, we have this zone. You could see a continuation from here. But I think is a realistic one is also coming back down towards the point of control at 62.34 and then look for further continuation to the upside right here. Yeah, you are indeed breaking that trend that you have been building up here. Okay, super straightforward, super basic. Breakout, formation, retest, continuation. Retest will be there at 62.34 right here. We could come up already, but again, don't neglect this range. You might face some resistance right now at 63 cents. So your entry should be lower, not be there. 62.34. I think that gives you the better risk to reward here. Because then you can enter there, your stop loss there at 62.13. And then you can still go for a that same level of resistance, which is then like a 2.861 to 1, right? So it's almost a 3 to 1. But it's not my favorite setup, to be honest. Yeah, not my favorite setup, to be honest. But look at the chart here. But again, yeah, it is a possibility. I'm still going to set an alert for just in case and see what goes here. Okay, Way Wonder says EOS. Okay, EOS right there. Who's, by the way, who's in the Solana trade right now? Let me know in the chat, please. That will be appreciated. Who is in the Solana trade right now at this particular moment? We are still waiting for the breakout. Entries were at these lows. We talked about this on the stream yesterday and today in our Discord as well. Yeah, you are currently in a position. It's up to you how you want to manage your trade here. But so far things are looking quite decent. Okay. Just curious to see who is in this trade right now at the moment. Okay. For the rest, EOS. Okay, let's look at EOS. The stop loss and TP works in the same way as Forex. Absolutely. Forex and crypto are very similar in many ways. The difference between Forex is usually the futures. You can trade futures also, Forex on futures as well. Many guys don't trade it on futures. Futures trades a little bit differently. You don't have spreads. You have, usually you pay fees, okay? I have a video also in our Discord explaining this. I will send it to you, Andrea. I will send this video to you, okay? To explain you how it works. Exactly. In regards to actual execution. Okay. 30 minute. This zone is nice. Very similar. We hold up. So again, lower low, higher high. Higher low, higher high, higher low. Internal breakout and retest of that range. So you already saw the breakout happening. You already saw that bounce from that range. Very clean. So consolidation, expansion, retracement. Now looking for that continuation. That expansion was not as high as I wanted it to be. Okay, because this high was still strong enough to push us down. So that's not my favorite setup. My favorite setup would be a breakout followed by a pullback, followed by a continuation. Because then I know that this low is strong enough to support us when we come down. Because it was strong enough to break the high that created this low right here. But it brought us all the way back down here. So that was the high that I wanted to break. At this particular moment, we have not broken it yet, okay? So then it comes down to the lower time frame. And it's up to you then to decide, is it worth the risk? Okay, based upon this trade, we have the fixtures for our profile here. We're seeing this area point of control again. So on the lower time frame, it was worth it, okay? Consolidation, expansion, retracement, W formation. Maybe the second touch right here, internal breakout was a confirmation. You could look for a confirmation to the upside for further reference. But overall, yeah, on the lower time frame, this is where you're gonna find your trades for this one. And that's gonna just be on the let's see what we have. Yeah, you're still below the trend. Now, I think you should break above this high. I really believe you should break above the 87.46 to then either come down and then come up based upon this range right here you have created on the 30 minute. So you have this range created. You have now a new range created. You can bounce from that range. That holds support. Then you push up further. Okay. Yeah, so set an alert at the 87.46. And if that alert goes off, you know, hey, we have broken this high now. Now we can see if we come down if you can look for opportunities for further continuation, then you can think about, okay, is the market then still relevant for us to look for longs? Or are we looking for shorts already because the market has shifted? If that's the case, you just look for shorts. And this is always what we do, right? We look for a couple of short setups and a couple of long setups, especially on the 1 or 2 hour chart. Because if you wait for your entries on the 1 hour chart, and price comes down, for example, towards your entry, then it could already be that the sentiment has changed or shifted. So what you want to do is you want to get a couple of longs, a couple of shorts in your watch list. You put them in your watch list right here. A small watch list of like 5 pairs, 10 pairs, especially in crypto. You want to trade a little bit more pairs, usually because of the volume. Then you just look for a couple of longs and a couple of shorts, if it's on the 30-minute or 1 hour. And then based upon the entry models, the moment it reaches your point of interest, your entry, you start thinking, okay, is it worth it right now based upon the Bitcoin, based upon the Tether dominance, based upon the metrics we constantly talk about on the stream. And that helps you tremendously with picking and selecting trades that you want to take here, okay? So, at this particular moment, we have now a couple of longs here, which are looking good here. Yeah, we are starting to push up. Let's refresh the chart as well here. Bitcoin is going for that sell side, or that sell side liquidity being up here. We are now at 42.7, almost. That's a serious target to look at, okay? The 42.7, 42.8. From there, I will already be cautious, okay? With Bitcoin specifically. All right, let's do a couple more. There we go. Solana's looking good so far, guys. So, fantastic. Keep it up, keep it up. Okay. Cosmos says, I miss Solana. Amazing, bro. Mariana says, me. Great. Way1 says, I'm longing since 83 on EOS. Okay. Then you're in a really nice trade, my man. Don't forget to take some profits. BSV. Quant. And Maxi here. Okay, let's start with Quant then. There we go. Weekly, usually super important. Okay, if you haven't seen that particular crypto for a while, just go on a weekly first. Okay, weekly resistance is so key, and I'll show you exactly why. Look at this high right here. Weekly resistance was right there at 152.51. What did happen? We tapped into that weekly resistance, immediately got rejected. Okay, when you're day trading and stuff, make sure you are at least aware of these weekly levels, because you do not want to trade into resistance, okay? You don't want to go long into weekly resistance. You want to wait for that to be broken first to look for further continuation. You work towards weekly levels too. In this case, you see that clear rejection here. At the moment you bounced from that high, directly getting rejected right now. This is not looking that particularly strong though, yet. However, we are holding support here at 131.43. And this was the liquidation event. We took out the previous lows. We then created a higher high. We then created a higher low. We are now compressing. This is the high to break. 135.36. That's the high to break. Then you have a nice range. Right here, the point of control. Expansion, pullback, continuation. Target, 139.49. Which is this high. Which is the equilibrium of this whole bigger range. And you have that gap right here as well. And that's roughly around a 5% move. So it's a quick trade in and out here. Okay. In this case then, for for quant right now. Has more potential, but just from a trading perspective, this is now what we're looking for. So breakout, pullback, bounce, and a continuation to the upside right here. Okay, looking nice. Definitely is gonna add this one to the list. The reason why it's super clean, so this is the high that created the low. If you break this high, you have a shift in momentum. You pull back, you look for continuation. You go to fill up the gap that we left behind at around 140. That could result into a nice, let's see, okay, roughly around here. I need to see where exactly, but it's roughly gonna be, yeah, 3 to 1, perfect. 3 to 1 on your money, okay? So if you risk $100, you make around 300 bucks if you are a trader here. If you're an investor, easy hold, easy entry. Okay, let's do a couple more charts, guys. We need to fill up our charts right here. Looking good overall. All right, and Bitcoin is really going for it right now. We are sitting at 42.468. Just look in the back real quick. There we go. Do your research each coin as well. So I do not really do the research of each and every single coin, because if I do that, I waste so much time for no particular reason. Of course, I have my favorites. I have my watch list. Okay, I have coins that I like to observe to see which ones are interesting projects. I'm really deep into the gaming narrative personally in regards to investments and stuff right here. Okay, because I just love this narrative. I love the vision behind it. And I really believe in an upcoming narrative like gaming and crypto gaming, for example. But for the rest, the price and the chart is telling me everything I need to know. From the weekly time frame to the market structure, the way it's setting up, the way it's reacting and behaving. And you know, it shows me more than enough to make accurate decisions here for my trades. Okay, but I gotta tell you, the combination of research for long-term investments with trading knowledge and everything that we're using here works definitely in our favor as well. But again, for trades, not really necessary to look at the actual markets right here. You can see the structure, you can see the impulses in the market. Way Warner says, that looks interesting. Daniel says, thank you for your work. Appreciate it, Daniel. It's amazing to have you here, my friend, into our new, our second channel, our new channel. It feels amazing to be here, as always. And it feels great to start this channel out, focusing on crypto as well here. And sharing some knowledge and yeah, making some money together is fantastic. And also learning along the way is even better. So, amazing, friend. Okay. Broccoli says, Chlor USDT. What's that one? Chlor USDT. Okay. Okay, first level I see, boom, right away here. You know, psychological level, of course, 0.979, which is like the 10 cents. Last impulse. Okay, let's start out. Yeah, 100%. So 0.0995 on the daily time frame. First, wait for price to pull back, push back down here. Okay, you can trade this on futures, perpetuals. So what you want to wait for after is that this is your daily now. Okay, you want to see a bounce here. You want to see a positive reaction from there. If you see a positive reaction from there, you know, hey, I have something here. I can work with this potentially. Then you go to the medium time frame and you start thinking about, okay, now we have that liquidity here. Okay, fantastic. We manipulate the lows. Fantastic. We then look for a reaction, right? Something like this. You come down, you break the highs. Then on this pullback right here, after you broken the highs right here, that's where we're going to look for entry. So kind of an inverted head and shoulders. That's where you have that confirmation. So you go from the daily to the 3 hour. Then right here, you will roughly be at the 15-minute for your entry to have the highest risk to reward setup right here. Okay, and then you can look for an entry like this, and you target this upper echelon, which is this going to be this range. This is where you're going to face some serious resistance. I can tell you that already. Right here could result into a nice 5-to-1 on your money, but wait for price to pull back down. We're going to leave this chart right here as it is right now, and we're going to see how this one goes, because I'm very interested to see how this one will go. But I do think that there is more downside potential in the short term. It's not looking strong enough for now. Thank you for sharing, my friend. Toxic says WLD. Damn, okay. Okay. Yeah, holding strong support here. Okay, I can already see that this is that level. 3264. Yeah, then after that, we liquidated the lows and we created immediately a higher high. So look at that, right? You see that right away. You have this zone right here. This is where you tapped into, okay? We took all the orders from that particular candle right here. A bunch of orders were based there. We went there, we took it, we took these orders out, fantastic. Now, what's next? You see this low and you see this high. After that low, massive expansion. Naturally, you draw back down towards that low that created an expansion and you tend to hold there. Okay, so what happened after that? Right here, as you can see, you created a new zone. And that new zone right now is holding fantastically. Okay, you were starting to build liquidity to the upside as well. So at the same time, you built this new low, you built this higher high, you start building liquidity to the upside. These are all positive signs here. Now you go to the lower time frame. Now you look for internal structure. Okay, what did we see here? The same thing. So we built like a compression, we expanded, manipulated the lows until we broke out here. After that breakout right here, same thing happened. We came back towards the low that created that high, and then we tapped into this zone, and this is where the eventual magic happened. That's where the trade should have been taken from, right here from this high and this low. Then you target, of course, the highs right here, and that's where you are right now. So that's a completed trade already. There's no way you can enter right now. This is absolutely incredible. This was the perfect trade setup right here, as clean as it gets. Now you want to wait for pullback again. Now it's too late to enter, of course. This is a move of around 15% back to the highs right there. So you're gonna face some resistance right now, right here at this particular level. You're exactly right there right now. So again, you're in resistance. If the market tends to shift, then this could be an interesting short to look for a pullback. But the market is not shifting so far. Bitcoin is still pushing up here. So yeah, at this particular moment, we are, the tether dominance is coming down heavily. There we go. Finally right here, right? We talked about the tether dominance. We wanted to see the tether dominance breaking down. So far we said the tether dominance is rejected at this horizontal resistance, which could be bullish for today. Just waiting for the volume to kick in later on and see from there. This was at 3 p.m. For me, it's now 12 p.m. or a.m. already the next day. So this was 9 hours ago. We waited for that breakdown here. Now we're seeing a breakdown happening. We're still looking too bullish for shorting this, in my opinion. Okay? So I'd rather wait for a pullback if we're still bullish, rather than, trying to get into short and, we might push up further. Who knows? The risk reward is not on our side or not in our favor for this one anymore. But overall, great to see how this trade performed and played out. It's looking very nice. The structure's looking good. Looks like a good project. Look like a strong expansion. Very compact. Beautiful. Cowboy called this one. Amazing, amazing, incredible. Derek says, I'm looking at LDO. What is your thoughts? Derek the man, thank you for your support on a day-to-day basis. Shout out to you, my friend. And for all the new members right now watching, I have a main channel. I usually trade Forex. I started out in crypto 6 years ago. I made a bunch of money and then went to Forex. Started to do the same thing there. Made a bunch of money and gained a lot of knowledge. And now I'm also back at crypto again. And we started a new channel just to focus on it, so we don't disturb the Forex people here. Just for you guys, especially here, making sure that we were dropping bombs. So if you can help us out by smashing out that like button, I would highly appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. We're still small. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. LDO looks foolish. We have weekly resistance right here at 3.1445. We bounced from weekly support at 2.0396, so we're in that range. On the daily right here, yeah, very strong low overall. Like, the structure is strong. Like, this low after this bounce, of course, this area of the month up to this range, really, really clean. So we came up, we expanded, we broke structure to the upside. We came down one more time to actually retest here, and we already pushed back from that resistance. We turned previous resistance into support right here, and we created a higher high. So you have to be in the 1 hour right now. And you want to look now for actually 30-minute. This range, which already has been retested as well. You might be coming back one more time towards this range. And if you start breaking internal higher high, higher low, come to the base to the upside. There's too much happening up here. And we're looking very, very strong overall. It's a very clean and clear trend. So I think that no, I think that this is one for in the books. I think this is definitely one we can look at. Yeah, thank you for sharing, man. This low, potentially this low, coming back down towards that level, this range right here, and then look for a continuation one more time. Okay, this is nice, bro. This is good. Thank you for sharing. So what we're looking for is pullback, 2.68. Stop loss below. Target, of course, the highs. 4 to 1 on your money right here. Okay? 4 to 1 on your money. Give me 1 second here. The camera got a little bit overheated. See what's going on here. Solana is coming up, by the way. Solana is doing it. All right, fantastic. Great to see guys joining. If you have some money, if you made some money, post it in the crypto wins. Very important. Post it in the crypto wins. I would highly, highly appreciate that as well here. I know that Marton is in this trade. That's absolutely incredible. Okay. So make sure that if you are in this trade as well, that you put it in the chat. If you are in profit, make sure that yeah, you're right now at a take profit point right here, right now. Okay, right here, right now. TP1. Okay, stop loss on break even. Let's go. In the meantime, Tether Dominance is coming down. Bitcoin still keeping a close eye on what Bitcoin is doing. Very important. Bitcoin right now is still moving up fantastically here. Okay, beautiful confirmation here for Bitcoin. That's exactly what we wanted to see here. Okay, we wanted to see that compression to the downside, the breakout, and there we go. Beautiful. Okay, a couple more charts, guys. Let me know. We have a couple more to do here. Amazing. Can you check MOVR? Yes, let's do it. Okay. Can you check MOVR? Yes, I can check MOVR. All right, let's see what we have here. So weekly, wow, this is, what is this? All right, crazy. Resistance was at local resistance right here. Support was right here. You're in that range right now. This is where you're going to find some support as well. 15-minute. Yeah, this is not an interesting low. If you draw this low to this high here, you are now at the 70.579%. So you are at a confluential zone, which is actually interesting. It's not my favorite. You know, you just have expanded already so much. But at the same time, you know, you have been coming down also from here to here 45%. And after that, it proved that it was able to come up one more time here. Okay, so this is looking good overall. And you're sitting around the 50% from the total swing point as well. So there are a lot of things in your favor here. Okay, that could lead into short-term confirmation for a continuation. But again, what I don't like about it is that it's building up that trend line liquidity, and it's just not looking that particularly strong. You really need to break this high first in order to become interested in trading this on the lower time frame. So higher high, higher low, then looking for continuation to the top of that range. So that's the level I would look for. Otherwise, you could see something like this. You know, one more time, maybe even to this range right here, to this low right here, which is this zone. Okay. Yeah, and then you could see and think about the same move that I made internally. So higher high, higher low, then look for a continuation to the upside. And then, you know, you build out this whole trend. That seems like much more reasonable than right here, right now. It doesn't look strong enough based upon how Bitcoin is moving and how the Tether DOM is coming down here. So it is supposed to look a little bit stronger. Come down first before, you know, coming up, coming down, before looking for the continuation, right? Okay. This is a much more interesting zone to look at for now. So thank you for sharing, Bo. I would be patient with this one. Wait for price to push down first. Okay. Unless you want to take a trade on the lower time frame, but we do not have the confirmation for shorts yet. So yes, you are in an interesting zone. You are in a lower time frame resistance, area of supply right here. It is nice to look at. There's not the confirmation you want to see. You want to see a lower low, lower high, then maybe take it down if you really want to take this trade on the 5 minute. But overall, I think on the 15 minute, I think the opportunity is much more interesting based upon the way we're building up here. Incredible. Andreas, have you done a video on how to deposit money into Bitget? There's so much on the app, it's a bit overwhelming. Yes, and I'll share this one with you in our Discord after the stream. And I will create one in a couple of days here on this particular channel as well, explaining exactly how this works. Okay, so fantastic. Beautiful. 70 people watching, 49 likes. If you can smash the like button here, then let's go. Let's get the party started. And also make sure you get into our Discord. Okay, we have a free section where I share on a day-to-day basis the setups that I'm discussing here. If something like that plays out, we talk about this right here. Okay. Importantly, we share these setups right there. You want to get into our section. We have a free section. We also have our VIP. It's also free, but you need to be an affiliate of the Limitless Trading Academy. Okay. That's the way it is. So you sign up with Bitget that we use for the signals as well that we share. For example, to give you an example of how our signal channel is looking like. Yeah, we have done so many signals. Tim the man has been working extremely hard for you to get this sorted right here, right there. Okay. So based upon that here, we have been pushing them hard, just constantly looking at new setups, sharing them, looking at them, analyzing, and also of course tracking. Okay. Very importantly, we're tracking every single trade we take, and we put it all into a nice sheet so you know exactly what is happening here. And of course, the community is definitely winning. So that's beautiful to see. So now we have that plus the live streams, plus the course, the free course. That should be a really good foundation for the people that are beginners in crypto. It should be the best way to get started. So you're actively with me analyzing the charts on a day-to-day basis. We're looking at setups that play out or not play out on a day-to-day basis as well. You then go for the signals as well here to practice, make some money, and you follow the course and you put it all together. Cost you practically nothing. Okay. What a bold prediction by BlackRock of Bitcoin hitting $1 trillion market cap in 2024. Okay. That's... yeah, we're almost there, man. Already. So that's interesting. Okay, a couple of setups, guys. We have around 10 more minutes to go here. So let's really get everything out here because we want to fill up our list. In the meantime, Solana was at your TP1 point. Okay, stop loss at break even right now. Right here. This was TP1 for Solana. Okay, stop loss or entry at break even. This is what I would recommend to do. Based upon a ranging market, and again, Bitcoin right here is there, and the Tether DOM is also already coming down right now. So this could be the moment for you to take some profits. Okay, Mana breaking out right now. So Mana is interesting. Okay, we talked about Mana just now. we said there might be an opportunity for us when we break out here. This is actually happening right now. So the idea of Mana is right now to wait for a little pullback. Right here and push into the point of control, which is at 51.68. Stop loss below. Target. Go for 3 to 1. I think this is super reasonable, which is the value area low of this range. 3 to 1 is super reasonable from this level, which is around 52.55. So coming down and then looking for an entry. Something like this I might be interested in. Yeah, it's still looking good, right? Bitcoin is still looking decent. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Yeah, man. Still looking good. Still looking good. We want it to come to the 42.8 first. So far, Mana could still be a long. Pushing us back here. Yeah, this is a nice level to look at. Did you currently focus more on crypto than Forex? To be honest, I just know how much money, you can make here right now at the moment. And especially if you prepare for what's coming, man, it's just unheard of. It's unheard of, okay? These are cycles, okay? Cycles come and cycles go. This is a cycle that's coming. You want to take advantage of cycles. This is where people will talk about after years and years. You remember that massive run in 2021, 2018, and 2024? That was absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, my focus is a lot on crypto. In regards to Forex, obviously, I'm going to focus a lot more on the education part of it, which I think is also extremely important as well. Beautiful thing about it though, is you can long, you can short, and the overall structure of the markets is the same. So it's kind of a universal thing here. Okay. Let's go to one more. My camera keeps falling out. It's just too hot here in Bali at the moment. So we're going to get this sorted for next time. Okay. We're going to make sure that does not happen any longer here. Okay. Let's do a couple more. Let's see what we have. Reach the 500 subs. Amazing. Great start here, guys. Keep it up here. Very, very nice. We started this channel a week ago, right? Amazing. A week, 2 weeks ago. Love it. Keep it up. Keep it up. Okay. Yeah, let's look at Chainlink. That's what I wanted to talk about. Chainlink right here. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Chainlink. Okay. So Chainlink right now is at a crucial level. Okay, if you go here to the 4-hour chart here, you could see that this particular zone right now is a key level for Chainlink. This was around the 15.15. Okay. We had a massive expansion for Chainlink here. This is a serious move of around 20%. Okay. Right now you're pushing back all the way down. So you came up around 20%. You came down around 15% right now. Okay. At this particular moment, this is a nice area to look for potential longs. However, we don't have the confirmation yet right here. Okay. On the 30-minute, what do we need to do first? We need to break the high that created the low, as always. This is that confirmation we're looking for. We wanted to break it, we couldn't break it. Okay. We are breaking and building a trend right here. We want to see this breakout first. After the breakout, pushback, then this low gets interesting. Then an entry gets interesting, because then you don't have to put your long entry here and your stop loss there. You now can put your entry there and your stop loss below the low. And that's definitely worth the risk to reward, because it allows you to lose a couple trades, to win one trade, and to make more money regardless. So to win your money back plus make more money in the end, in the long run. Okay. Just that extra confirmation can lead into a better overall win rate, or not win rate, risk to reward, and net profit later on. Okay, the reason why also is because Bitcoin is still in a bigger range. You want to take advantage of these 15-minute setups a lot here. Taking profits, setting your stop loss and break even. Once we start to trend again, and there is a clear direction, you know, then it gets interesting. At the beginning, maybe it was fine for altcoins, you know, to look for long setups and so on for a longer period of time. But the bigger the consolidation range here, the more important it gets that you become more and more careful over time. Okay, at the beginning of a big area of consolidation, it's fine. At the end, after a month, you have to start being very cautious to the setups here. So, you know, try to really focus on these like lower time frame setups right here. Okay. All right. Let's do 2 more charts here, guys, and then we are done for today here. Overall, we have a bunch of setups that we can look for regardless. We have our list again. We can see how these ones go, and I will evaluate them in our Discord. So make sure you join our Discord as well here and get into our chat. Let's have a conversation and let's see what we can do. For now, TP1 for Solana was hit here. I want to see 2 more charts here. Cosma says VeChain, so let's do that. 1. Then there is 1 more left. 1 more left. Let me know in the chat here, please. 1 more chart to look at. And thank you for your overall input. All right, amazing. All right, the camera is off for now. We leave it for now. We will see in a second here. Okay. Hope you guys can see the chart regardless. That's all that matters. Okay, daily time frame. Right there, right there. Okay, you see it right now. We have this particular low. We broke above it. Okay, we turned previous resistance into support. We closed that. We turned this previous support into, or resistance into support as well. We are still above previous support right now. So this is looking great. On the higher time frame, you see clearly that you turn at daily level from resistance into support and you're holding strong. Every single time when you come down, you push and flip bullish. That's a good sign so far. Okay, very nice. Now, of course, this is the high that you want to break. So VeChain right now is waiting for a breakout at around the 3.66 cents. Wait for the breakout, wait for that pullback, wait for that confirmation on the lower time frame. On the 15-minute, okay, you are creating something very clean though. And this is interesting though. This is the lower low. This is a W formation, okay? Massive expansion. So this is looking solid, okay? You can say that this is a very strong confirmation as well here on the lower time frame. Only thing that you can do right now is wait for pullback towards the point of control, the value area high. That's the area where the most volume is traded in this whole range. This could result being, you know, a nice horizontal level. I think it aligns with a level in general here. If you zoom out, you see clearly that, you know, it is a confirmation zone here. You are expanding hard right now. This was that last low that created that expansion. So if you start pulling back, the point of control is the first level, which is the equilibrium. If you start to pull back from here, okay? So the most interesting zone is an entry from 3.5 cents right there. Stop loss below the lows. And we target the highs at 3.660, okay? Which is the high right here. That's then the next target for VeChain. That's actually a very nice setup right here, guys. I do see the potential. Entry there, stop loss below, target above. 3 to 1 on your money. Stop loss is decent. 1.5% stop loss. Right below this low, right here. That created that massive expansion right there. So it is a safe stop loss in regards to your positioning, and your risk reward is worth it. Okay? Very nice here. Andrea says, so if it looks like it's going against you, do you close it earlier than you intend? And how long do you keep each run running approximately? So if price goes against me, there is no need to hold my position too long in many cases here, okay? Usually I've seen that based upon the confirmations that I'm looking for, the entries I'm looking for, usually what tends to happen that I'm in profit most of the time directly if not almost directly, based upon the confluence I'm looking at. So the Tether dominance being in resistance, Bitcoin being in support right here, for example, right at that low, breaking out here. So if it goes against me, there is no need to hold my position too long regardless. I can cut it off and keep my risk reward higher for my winners and lower for my losers. So definitely something to work on, but that takes time. At the beginning, I just think that you should just pay more attention to your risk management and the amount of money you risk per trade. I think that is what matters the most. So you don't over leverage yourself, you over risk yourself here. 1% is more than enough. You take 10 trades, you see how it goes. Then you have the data. Based upon the data, you can start fine tuning after a while here. So at the beginning, in my opinion, leave them running, see how it goes, see if it's working. And based upon that, you can always fine tune later on. That would be my advice to you, Andrea. Okay. Is Solana going down now? Solana is maybe. I have to see here what is Solana doing at this particular moment. It's coming down a little bit. Okay. But again, the TP1 and a stop loss on your entry would have been right there. Okay. So you should be in it risk free right now. So you should be good. You know, it feels better. I do think that there is still a little bit more upside potential due to the fact that Bitcoin needs to come towards the 42.8K first. That's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. All right, last chart. Julian says that. Okay. Let's do it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Weekly breakout, confirmation, continuation. Now indeed getting pulled back a little bit here. I need to look at the basic chart first to see what's happening here. Aha, there we go. Okay. Yeah, resistance though, strong resistance here. Strong weekly resistance right now. We have been ranging around it. We broke down, we broke below here. So again, this is the point of control, the value area low. You tapped into it probably exactly. There we go. That's what I mean. So exactly as predicted. Okay. A nice range, expansion, pullback, rejection. Now this looks like more downside potential here. You're in weekly resistance. These highs are extremely strong. We might be pulling back a little bit towards the 56. I'll be careful with longing here. I'll be careful with longing right now. You might be pushing up a bit, but I'm just looking at a little bit of the bigger picture here. This is just... yeah, no, this is already... no, this looks like it's going to come down a little bit here. Okay, so we might be pushing us down right now, actually, already. This is the last low that you need to break. If you break this low in the 1 minute, this is the low that created this high. You break this low, you pull up, you look for a continuation down. That could happen if Bitcoin giving you that retrace as well here. If you start seeing Bitcoin flipping bearish here, which could happen, right? Then you might be pushing down first, and then this could turn into a short-term trade setup, okay? This is on a 1 minute. This could lead into a short-term pullback towards the 50%, which is this low at around 68.64. So lower low, lower high, entry, lower low, back towards that range. And maybe from there you can come up again for another run. Okay. All right. I'm going to add this one to the list regardless, my friend. Thank you for sharing as well. We have a couple of setups to look at. Mana is still in play here. Injective, unfortunately, we missed out on. We were almost hit. Okay. Solana was perfect, at least for now. Mina still waiting patiently. Matic, you know what we're looking for. And we have a couple more to look at here. One that I'm very bullish on, by the way, to finish it off strong here, is Storj. Okay, this is looking very, very good. Based upon the whole structure of this chart right now, the way we have been consolidating, expanding, and retracing over a long period of time since the beginning of November, now being back here, is very bullish. This low, this high, now finally back at this low right here. Also, again, of course, being at the 70 or the 88% here. In the general, when you look at the 15-minute, very clean structure, breakout, pullback. One more pullback to fill up that gap, and then boom, time to break out. Okay, very, very nice setup right here. One of my favorites to look at right now. Store G, keep a close eye on it. Okay, thank you so much, fam. One more time here, smash that like button here. I would highly appreciate it. We are a young, fresh channel. We just started this new channel from our remaining community. We already have a community of 16,000 traders right here. I've been trading for around 7 years already. It's time to now build this new channel up here. We know the potential of crypto in 2024. We have to do that as a community together. Right now, we're looking at trades. We're going to look at investments as well. But of course, when Bitcoin is ranging, you don't want to be looking at investments, okay? Especially when Bitcoin can come down tremendously. So we're now looking at specific trading, perpetuals, and so on and so on. Make sure you join our Discord one more time. Become a VIP member by just becoming an affiliate of us, okay? Deposit $100 on your trading account and get access to our free signals as well, which happen to be profitable. Fantastic. That's all I can say here. Happy New Year already. I'm going to see you after this year. Unfortunately, there's no stream tomorrow. I'm actually really liking this, but it is what it is. We're going to be back here in around 2 days from now, I think. The 2nd of January, we will be back here, fresh from the press, okay? Looking forward to host you then. And again, thank you for the support. Keep it up, guys. Smash a comment after the stream. Peace out. Have a amazing rest of your day. 2024 is going to be our year. Trust me.